Fraction addition. Let's see how to add fractions when you don't have the same denominators. When you don't have the same denominators, you have to convert the fractions to have the same denominators. Let's take a look at this example. Let's see how to add 2 by 12 plus 4 by 6. In this example, you don't have the same denominators, but you can convert 4 by 6 to have the same denominator as 2 by 12. How? We just have to multiply times 2. 4 times 2 is 8, and 6 times 2 is 12. When you do that, you get 2 by 12 plus 8 by 12. When we convert them, we have the same denominators, so now this makes it easier. Now we can just add straightforward. 2 plus 8 is 10. Now bring the same denominator over. That gives us 10 by 12. Now let's simplify. 10 by 12 can be simplified into 5 by 6. So our answer is 5 by 6. Let's look at another example for fraction addition. Let's look at 16 by 21 plus 17 by 19. In both of these examples, our denominators are not the same and they don't have a common multiple. So in this case, we can multiply 16 by 21 times 19 and 17 by 19 times 21. 16 times 19 is 304 and 19 times 21 is 399. 17 times 21 is 357 and 21 times 19 is 399. Now we have 304 by 399 plus 357 by 399. Our denominators are the same, so we can easily add. 304 plus 357 gives us 661. Bring over the denominator. Now our answer is 661 by 399. Fraction subtraction. How to subtract fractions when you have different denominators. This is a lot like fraction addition. You have to convert to like denominators. Let's take a look at an example. 6 by 16 minus 10 by 32. In this example, our denominators are not the same, but we can multiply 6 by 16 times 2 to get the denominator as 32. 6 times 2 is 12 and 16 times 2 is 32. So now we have 12 by 32 minus 10 by 32. Our denominators are now the same, so now we can easily subtract. 12 minus 10 is 2, and the denominator is 32. Now, let's simplify. 2 by 32 is simplified to 1 by 16. So, 6 by 16 minus 10 by 32 equals 1 by 16. Let's take a look at another example. Let's look at 12 by 13 minus 15 by 17. In this case, our denominators are not the same, but we don't exactly have a same multiple that can be used for both. So in this case, we can multiply 15 by 17 times 13, and we can multiply 12 by 13 by 17. 12 times 17 is 204. And 13 times 17 is 221. So now we have 204 by 221. 15 times 13 is 195, and 13 times 17 is 221. So now we have 204 by 221 minus 195 by 221. This makes it easier. So now we can directly subtract. 204 minus 195 gives us 9. And now we just have to bring over the denominator. Now we have 9 by 221. We can't exactly divide this or simplify it, so we leave it as it is. Let's look at another example for fraction multiplication. Remember, you have to multiply across, so that's numerator times numerator by denominator times denominator. Let's look at 12 by 14 times 16 by 21. Since we're multiplying across, we have to multiply 16 times 12 and 14 times 21. 16 times 12 is 192, and 14 times 21 is 294. So your answer is 192 by 294. Fraction division. How do you divide fractions? Before we get into that, we have to know one term. Reciprocal. A reciprocal is basically a multiplicative inverse. For example, if we have 5 by 6, the reciprocal of 5 by 6 is 6 by 5. You're basically flipping the numerator and denominator. If you know how to multiply fractions, you know how to divide them. Let's take a look at an example. Let's look at 3 by 5 divided by 2 by 3. To divide a fraction, reciprocate the second fraction and multiply. So for example, we have to multiply 3 by 5 times the reciprocal of 2 by 3. The reciprocal of 2 by 3 is 3 by 2. Now we can multiply. 3 times 3 is 9, and 5 times 2 is 10. So 3 by 5 divided by 2 by 3 is equal to 9 by 10. Let's take another example. Let's divide 11 by 12 divided by 13 by 5. Remember to flip the second fraction. So now we have to multiply 11 by 12 times the reciprocal of 13 by 5. The reciprocal of 13 by 5 is 5 by 13. Now we can multiply. 11 times 5 is 55. And 12 times 13 is 156. So 11 by 12 divided by 13 by 5 is 55 by 156.